grew up in a really small town, about 300 people in total, and I just remember when I was going through high school, I worked odd jobs at the school I worked in and a couple places around town, played sports and all that. But I never really got to leave. And so I got my first taste of freedom, if you could, senior year. Did a mission trip, went to Puerto Rico, and I just remember being on the water. It's like, okay, this is the first time I've seen the ocean, and I loved everything about it. So I knew I wasn't going to progress anywhere living in that town. So, military ended up being the best option, and the Navy seemed the safest option, and had jobs that I preferred, specifically working with electronics and technology. So that's kind of what led me into there, and then I stayed for, one, the job security, and then two, just fulfillment of purpose. I felt like I was part of something bigger than myself. I had been applying for jobs, and I've been getting pretty good feedback through a lot of other large defense contractors. A lot of good feedback, but the thing that kind of hung me up the most was everyone wanted top secret security clearance. And I had an interim throughout my career in the military, but I only held secret. And no one was willing to sponsor the upgrade. And it was actually kind of strange, but I liked it that Melissa Davis from Abel reached out, and she said, I saw your profile on LinkedIn because I've been pretty active on there at the time. And she said, I saw you were trying to help someone else. One of my buddies was looking for a role too, and even though I was looking for one, I was like, I know some of these people I've talked to, I think you'd be a good fit for some of these roles. And she saw that, reached out to me, and said that there's this company, and they're looking to hire veterans, and I was like, okay, well, let's talk to them and find out. And from that point, it was just go. And it was obviously Abel that springboarded that, but once I talked to him, had an interview on a Friday, got an offer later that afternoon. So from that point, it was just, it took off so quick and way faster than I imagined it would. Amazing, in a word. She was thoughtful. You could tell she really cared and was passionate about her job. And then also that she wanted to help. And that was like the biggest thing. Obviously incredibly professional as well, but those were like the things that stuck out to me the most were how professional and caring that Melissa was, and gave feedback, was reachable at all times. So thoroughly impressed with that. So my final role was as an instructor of operations specialists, and the primary job of operations specialists is to operate radars, conduct secure communications, and also manage tactical data links, which is simply how the ships talk to each other and aircraft talk to each other too. So my final role was leading a team of about 15 other instructors, and also instructing myself to large-scale audiences. So about 30 to 50 people, and everyone from high-ranking officers to the most junior enlisted, to try to make a comprehensive understanding of different tactical situations. So that was the general gist of what I did in the military. And the way it translates to the job I do now is I've always had a vested interest in technology in general. Didn't really get to play so much in the IT world while I was in the military, but as one of my, background passions was to work with IT. And the jobs I was trying to get were cybersecurity, but I think this actually molded me into a fit that's better for me now than cybersecurity. And my job now as an audiovisual technician wasn't specifically tailor-made for the job I had before, but the experience that they want at that job actually worked out really well with what I've done before. Leading, managing teams, which I just got in charge of a global project that we have after 5 months on the job, but I think it spoke more to the management experience I had before. 100%, and it wasn't even close. And quite frankly, I didn't know this job or the role that they wanted was out there. So, when she spoke to me about it, I was like, that actually sounds like something I could fit into really well, and I think I have. I would say be prepared to be reachable, and be prepared to receive feedback, and be prepared to be available, because the more you put into it, the more you're going to get back out. If I hadn't been as responsive to Melissa and her as responsive to me, I have every confidence that I wouldn't be involved in it.